Welcome back to Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Prototipo Standard B. It's a Tier 9 Italian medium tank. It's located on the southwest border of Arctic region and it's under the command of Boudica the Brutal. Now, if she's got the top gun, she's got the 105mm firing standard APCR. Yes, she has got it. 360 Alpha, and she's also got heat rounds, 6 of them, and they'll go through 330mm of armor, whereas the other one's just 268, but that's still very good for a medium tank. Now, it's an auto reloader, 3 shells in the clip, and they do take an awful long time to load, so it's better to fire just 2 rounds at a time and then let the reload go through. If you fire all 3, you're going to have rather a long wait for the shells to go back in. Now, this is the tank that was actually the Italian contender for the standardized European tank. It's light, it's fast, it's got a good gun, but virtually no armor whatsoever. And this means this tank is very vulnerable to enemy fire. And okay, the enemy's suddenly got one in, a T-54. Boudica gets a hit, but she's blocked from getting shots in the other. Oh, nice one into the lightweight. She's going to go for the next one? Yes, she does. 3 good hits. Now, if you do come across a tank which you can take out with 1,000 hit points, it's well worth using all 3 shots, but you do have a long reload to wait for the next shell. And while she was waiting there, a shell from a Type 61 nailed her, got her in the right through her. Okay, Object 263, aim for the lower plate. She gets him, 339, which is a low roll, and she gets another one in, 374, and our lightweight goes through the frame as he's headed off towards the enemy. Okay, there's that Type 61. She puts one back into him, 365. Unfortunately, that was the 3rd shell, so she is going to be waiting a little while. It does take so long for the shells to go in, but it's so much more worth it when you do. She's taking a bit of a risk here, but she's going to come up on these T-54s. She gets one in. She's got to wait for the reload. Now she's got the 3rd shell. She uses it on the T-54, but she's now empty. And they've got rid of the T-54, and now they're facing off against these other enemies. So she just needs to stay here for a moment, let those shells go back in. I think she's deliberately trying to act as a distraction. Gets the lower plate of the Object 263, well done. And she takes out the Type 61, the guy who fired at her, and the only one. Oh no, well, a Type T-54 did penetrate her as well, but not bad actually. 49% hit health at the moment. Now, I think she's noticed something on the minimap, and that's because the enemy has actually broken through in the south, and she's rushing to get back as quickly as she can so she can get into a sniping position and take shots at the enemy as they try to go for our cap. But she's changed her mind, and instead now she's taking up a position over here to shoot at these guys. Oh, that fire wasn't fully dialed in. That was good. Goes for another one. Yet she fired the 3rd shell and got another hit. Now is she going to go into the gully? No, she's not. But she's trying to use the ridgeline here and her gun depression to get shots on these enemy tanks. Go for the lower plate. She actually got that one through. I think it was the top plate of the 257. Now, popping up like this actually can be very useful. She's got 1 shell in. Let the shells go in. That's it. You've got plenty of time. There's that Object 705. Put one in his engine bay. That'd be quite nice. Just waiting for the shells to go in. She's ready to go. Lead him a little. Oh, tracking shot. Nice. And another. You get the next one? No. No, not gonna. It wasn't gonna happen. I could tell that straight away. But she's now got 12.38 seconds for the reload. Now it's slightly longer between each shell to cycle. It's about 2.5 seconds on the Prototipo Standard B than it is on the Cornetto, the Progetto. And of course it does have very bad gun depression over the rear. That one didn't work. That one did though. Good hit on him. High roll through 418. Patton's looking to get some revenge. He stopped for a moment. I think it may have been that he was tracked, but unfortunately they just killed one of our tanks, the RU-251. He's over a ridgeline now, so we can't get any damage on him. We're still waiting for that second shell to go in. Oh, and there goes the Patton, but it was the third shell, so again she's going to have to wait extra longer. But it was a snapshot on the Patton. It did work, so she's got a kill. And she's now up to 6k of damage as well, which means she's potentially got the high caliber. Just trying to poke her head around the corner because that 705 is up on the heights. I don't think she's going to get shots on him. She might get shots on that 257. There he is. Oh, he's looking this way. He fluffed his shots. She's going to go for another one. Trying to go for that lower plate. She doesn't get it in. So she's using the bunker for the moment. Keeping the Object 257 interested. Yes, because you can see the ground was kicked up. He tried to fire in this direction. Okay, we've got a tortoise now. So it might be quite useful going up on this little heights here to actually get shots on the enemy. But the tortoise is actually just around the corner, funnily enough. So I think she's decided not to go near him. She needs to get to a position so she can bring fire on that guy, if she can. Well, the 705 hasn't been seen for a while. I wonder if he's gone around the north. I think he's still there because he'd be trying to block that Leopard prototype from going around there. So I guess what Boudica's doing is she's trying to get into a position so she can snipe on the tortoise without the tortoise seeing her. And no, you can't go down that way. Oh, this could be good. Yep. Could use this ridgeline here. That's it. Reverse. Better, better. Much better. Now, can we get shots? Yes, we can get shots on the 257. He can probably see that we can see him, though. We're one tank up on the enemy at the moment. Oh, tortoise is gone. 705's been seen in the north. She's seen that on the mini-map. Now she just comes around the corner. She should be able to get shots on him. He's behind the rock. Okay, so she could go round and come at him from a different angle. IS-32 in sight. Very low hit points though. Can she get a shot on him? He's gone. Okay, she burned one of her shells and the 705 saw her and fired one in this direction. Now she turned in the open and now she's making her way round. I think the moment she fired, obviously she was spotted by the 705 who was probably sitting behind the bush at that precise moment. But she's got 3 shells now. But she's coming up on the 705 from the front. Will he be in this area? Oh, sees the tortoise, puts one into his side. Go for it again. It's worth a shot, but she was seen by the 705, and unfortunately third shot did not count. And well, the enemy just wasted the shot fired at her. So she's got to wait for 3 shells now, but she does have the height advantage on them. Firing down on them if she uses the bush, but no, she's actually trying to get into position so she can actually hit the 705 at the same height. And those rocks are a bit of a problem around here. There's the 705. She's got the depression in her favour. Oh, took her round from that. Is that the 122mm gun, that one? And hello. One and kill shot. Goes to the leopard. But that was the end of the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an ace tanker for Boudica the Brutal in the Prototipo Standard B. She managed to get a Fire for Effect, Hand of God, and a Bruiser medal out of the minor medals. And out of the Battle Hero one, she managed to get a High Caliber and a Confederate as well for getting the most damage and hitting the most enemies. Win 8 for the game was 8,032, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. 7,157 hit points in that one. She definitely carried the team, no doubt about that. Nobody was near her in terms of damage. Even the M53, M55, the second highest damage scorer on her team, 3247. So she definitely did the most work in that game. When it came to kills though, it was shared between the M53, M55 and the T54 lightweight with 3 kills apiece. The Standard B of Boudica the Brutal managed to get 2, so did the T10 and the Leopard prototype. The only high scorer on the enemy team is their Object 705, killed right at the end. He had 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, it was Boudica, yes, 1,386 base experience points because she was tier 9 in a tier 10 game, and the T10 managed 989, the M53, M55 got 984. She fired 27 rounds, got 22 direct hits and 20 penetrations. Damage of 7,157 hit points, of which 3,965 were at more than 300 meters. She received 5 hits, 4 of them were penetration, 1 non-penetration, and I think this just goes to prove that the armor on the Prototipo Standard B is very, very light indeed. It's just basically a very good gun, moving very quickly, but very porous skin. 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 880 hit points of damage assist. On her free-to-play account, she earned 57,417 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, she actually made a loss of 24,134 credits. She picked up 2 bonds, one for the High Caliber, one for the Confederate, and 1,386 XP, base XP, and there was no multipliers, so that's all the experience points she took away. But it definitely proves from the fact that she actually managed to do 7,157 hit points of damage that she is coming along leaps and bounds with her potential, and so just matches the other battle she had a while back. I think you may have seen it on our channel for her in the Prototipo Standard B on Mountain Pass, where she scored very nicely indeed with quite a few medals. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.